What's up guys, Megazord here. Let me already turn that music up. I'm not used to using this music. I haven't even recorded for like a week and a half. I just finished doing some recording with Tect. I'm looking for new music because, yeah, I don't like any of the music I found. I think this is better. I probably won't be using it, but whatever. I'm not here to talk about my channel. I'm here to do my channel, you know? So today, I have my Tournament Games versus Noved for round 1 of No Status OU, which, like, the other meta is a bit different with a different ban list, but for our purposes, for the tournament purposes, the Immortal just changed it. It's an other meta, but then he posted a tournament form. Like, sure, why not in? It's regular OU, but no status moves. And I don't mean like Will-O-Wisp stuff. I mean any move categorized as status. Setup moves, healing moves, you know, anything that's not an attacking move. So, yeah, OU without status. I basically took some OU teams that I have, and then I just took all the status moves off, and took off the Klefki, because why would you use no status Klefki, like, honestly. And yeah, that was it. So I'm playing Noved. I don't know who he is. I know he's a global voice, and he has a ladybug, and that's what he has, so he's probably not shit, but, you know, there are shit people with global voices. Believe me, I have one. So anyway, this is just like a team I grabbed. I took off all the stuff. I'm like, Breloom has Sash, so that might be cool. So this one might work. Scolipede seems alright. You know, Life Orb, 4-attack Scolipede. So he leads Manectric, and as I lead Keldeo, I'm like, I have nothing for Manectric. I have no Scarfer. My Landorus is Soft Sand with Stealth Rock, or not Stealth Rock now, and my Keldeo's choice is Choice Specs. So like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I'm gonna go right to the Bisharp. No, I'm gonna go right to Manectric, and like hope he goes for an electric move, but he calls my obvious play and goes for the Flamethrower, which is fine. That's gonna actually end up coming important later. So I'm gonna swap out to Breloom, just as like the sack. Like, I have to sack something. This game's already just going, like, fuck all. Mach Punch does, like, a surprising amount of damage, but, this is still pretty shit already from right here. Mega Manectric just destroys this team, so I'm gonna go to Keldeo, bluff the Scarf, because I have no other play, and then predict him to predict my Scarf, and swap out to either Azumarill or maybe, like, Kyurem on the water move. I'm gonna go to Scolipede, call the Azumarill. Unfortunately, he is Landorus, which is just gonna be, like, a fine counter. A fine little counter. And I made a version of this team without status moves. I brought the real one by accident. So I don't have Aqua Tail on this because I didn't make it 4 attacks. I still have Protect, which I can't use anyway. Which is like, oh, I can't even predict Landorus, so I just Poison Jabbed. And, yep, that's no good. So I'm just going to go right into my Landorus because why not? As he clicks Knockoff, predicting that, or, you know, just going for it because why not? And hits off my Soft Sand. I think I just U-turn here because why not? Yeah, because he's not staying in. It's a slow U-turn anyway, so pretty free. As I can go into my Manectric, I'm fairly certain I live 1 Aqua Jet, even if he's Choice Band, because Manectric has, like, okay bulk plus Intimidate. Like, it's not great bulk, but combine it with Intimidate, it's, like, solid check. So I'm just going to Volt on the Kyurem. I think I go right into Specs Keldeo, because he doesn't really have a Secret Sword switch in. Like, there's no way he's going to his Landorus, you feel me? Now he goes to his Manectric, realizing, wait, if Keldeo did that much, it's not Scarf. Like, oops. I gave it away, guys. So I'm going to go into Landorus, predicting him to go for the T-Bolt. And then I'm like, yeah, he's definitely over-predicting here. So I stay in, catch the Flamethrower, and kill him off with an Earthquake, which was really nice. Unfortunately, at this point, I'm really weak to his Lando, but I at least got him with that. So I'm going to Earthquake, just because if, like, I was still thinking in status terms, and I'm like, well, if he belly drums, I lose. So I Earthquake, and I didn't even lose, because I have Keldeo. Because let's just go with the Specs thing. So that was really stupid, and at this point, his Scarf Landorus just walks all over me, so I'm going to swap out, go into my Scolipede just as the death fodder, because it doesn't do anything, as I actually end up living the hit. He predicts, I don't even know what. Like, he predicts me to protect, so he's going to Ice Shard me, but I don't have, like, I can't use Protect? I don't know. But he goes to Weavile and dies. I cannot explain that play, but it doesn't matter, because I'm going to go to Keldeo. He goes to Hoopa, and then, for whatever reason, I just choke and stay in, and all he needed was damage, and now his Scarf Landorus just wins. And spoilers, that's how the game's going to end. Like, it does not matter. Like, if I kept Keldeo healthy, if I like sacked Manectric, then went Bisharp and knocked off, and then killed it with Keldeo, as long as his Hoopa was weakened enough, because it's still a Drain Punch, I might have had a chance or something, but nope, this Landorus is just going to click Earthquake 3 times and kill my team, so I probably had better counterplay there. Like, turn 1, I was fucked against his Manectric. I got rid of it with a Predict, but it was too late for me to stop being stupid. Yeah. So that was this game, and then he had thought it was a best of 1, which is my fault, because I told him it was, and now I'm like, oh shit, it's not, sorry. So he didn't have any teams. So he ended up playing this like 4 hours later, and I got different team. Hey, there's a switch sides button now on replays, so there we go. I brought this thing, which was a team given to me by, I think it was Mudvayne a long time ago, and then it had a Klefki. I'm like, I need a new bulky steel type, so I put on Assault Vest Metagross, because why not? It also had Rocky Helmet Garchomp with Endure and Stealth Rock, so I changed that for Dragon Claw, Aqua Tail, Fire Blast, Earthquake, Defensive Rocky Helmet Chomp, because I'm a lord. Yeah, this is some dumb shit right here. He leads Gardevoir, I lead Garchomp, because, like, I don't know, maybe Rotom or something. I'm just gonna swap right down to Metagross, because it can take Gardevoir on pretty well. This is, like, basically free switch in Pursuit. That is, like, 26%. I guess that's not bad, considering I'm a Salt Fest with some Spadaf and max HP, but he goes to Rotom. I'm just gonna swap out into Latias, trying to catch a Hydro Pump, but he Volt Switches. I thought he would predict Garchomp and Hydro, but I was wrong. He goes to Tyranitar, and this is a free Pursuit. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyranitar's so balanced. Pursuit's a great move. I do stay in predicting him to be like the Scarf Pursuit, though, so I at the very least get off a Life Orb Surf. But I'm going to die anyway, so I go right into Gardevoir, because this is basically a free kill. If he wants to stay in and click Pursuit, that's fine. I don't really need Gardevoir too healthy. So he does just hit the Pursuit button and then die. That's fine. No more Scarf Tars. Actually doesn't help with anything because Weavile's faster and Landorus is Scarf. But whatever. He goes to Excadrill. I just go right to the Bulk Chomp. Like, why am I running Bulk Chomp and no status? I don't even know. Like, that's just so stupid. He didn't think I'd be Bulk Chomp, so he just clicks Iron Head. I'm going to Dragon Claw. Predicting his Rotom Wash. Is that just 34%? And I do want to see if he's Scarf. Because, like, you got to be offensive in this meta, right? So he is slower, which means he's going to be a Specs Hydro Pump set, which is fine. That means I can go into Weavile. I click Poison Jab just in case he goes into Keldeo, but he doesn't, so that's fine. Like, you know, it's for Clefairy or whatever. Not that people would use that in this meta. Now he goes Keldeo. I stay in because I'm like, I have a Gardevoir, so he's got to click the Water move, right? No, he predicts me, so I go to Gardevoir. I at least get a kill now, but he got rid of my Weavile, which would have been really nice to have, because it killed everything but the Keldeo. Although, I guess the Keldeo is the important thing. Anyway, sacks Excadrill the Gardevoir, and now he goes into his Latios. And at this point, the way I have to play is that Gardevoir can live a Scarf Hydro Pump. So can Metagross, but it does not have Zen Headbutt. So Metagross can't kill shit. What I'm going to do is, like, he has to click Psyshock, so I can at least go Lando, but I have to, at all costs, preserve this Gardevoir, and then Meta can provide a backup check if I somehow get damage on Keldeo. What that means is that he cannot switch his Keldeo into my Landorus. So, like, it all seems kind of dumb. I played this really convolutedly, because I was playing under the assumption Gardevoir died to Hydro Pump, but it doesn't. So, yeah. I just go Landorus because he's got to click Psyshock, and he reveals that's got to be like Modest Specs or something. I didn't calc it, but like holy fuck, man. So I can just click Knockoff. There's no point in like he could have sacked Gardevoir or something, I don't know. But now he goes Gardevoir. He can take a Knockoff and then kill me off with the Hyper Voice. But all that means is I can go to Metagross and take him out with a Bullet Punch. I could have pursued too. It didn't really matter. I just Bullet Punching because I didn't think he would switch out. Like why would he? And now he goes to Keldeo. He's going to go for a Hydro Pump, gets a crit, and it's like, at that point I thought that made me lose, because I'm like, shit, Gardevoir doesn't live a Hydro Pump, so he gets to take 2 hits. I had a chance, like Earthquake, and then Bullet Punch, but I was wrong. Gardevoir takes a Hydro Pump. I had been calcing non-Mega Gardevoir. That was actually a high roll on his part. Like, the calc it shows up over on the side in the chat for a sec. It does 49.8 to 58.8%. So I was at 57%. That was like a really high roll, but I am going to live on that 1%. And game 3. This is, as you can tell, this is not high quality OU, OLT, post-com, but you know, it's whatever. Game 3, I have a team with Dragonant Zardex, but it's not DD Zardex anymore. And for whatever reason, this team also had a Klefki. I guess Mudvayne just really likes Klefki, so put on another Metagross. Looking at his team, Dragonite could be annoying because multi-scale shenanigans and there's no hazards. And Diancie, absolutely, like, I have Metagross to check it. I have Starmie to come and outspeed it, and that's it. Oh, and I have Scarflando, but it's basically getting a kill. So I realize, like, Zardex does pretty much nothing for me at all, so I might as well just lead off with it and trade with something, assuming it's not Diancie. As he leads Gengar, probably predicting my Metagross to counter lead his Diancie, he's just going to go for Life Orb Sludge Bomb as I take the hit and kill him off with the Dragon Claw. Works for me. I mean, he goes right to his Talonflame. I'm going to predict him to just kill me. I'm not going to predict him to just kill me. That sounds stupid. I'm going to sack my Zardex. That's what I was trying to say, because it's low on health. There's no reason to keep it at all. I could go defensive Lando, because it's not Scarf Lando, my bad. I said it was Scarf. It's not. It's defensive. But, like, I want to keep it healthy, and Zardex does nothing for me. So I'm just going to let it die. Then go into my Kyurem, because I know I can live any hit, and Kyurem also doesn't do much, so I can just click Ice Beam. If he stays in, Brave Bird Recoil would put him in range, and if he switches out, then I would rather have not hit Fusion Bolt, so he goes into his Diancie, and at this point, I'm going to call with Detect Marowak. He's not ghosting me, because, like, what would be the point? He doesn't really play OU anyway. He's not ghosting me at all. I'm like, dude, he's going to Earth Power on my Metagross switch, so watch me just stay in, not predict the protect. So he goes Diancie, Mega Evolves, and just dies. Like, he could have stayed non-Mega and then lived the hit, but I'm like, nah, he's Mega Evolving on my Metagross trying to kill it. So Diancie goes down, he goes into Scarflando and kills me with a knockoff. At this point, like, I'm sitting pretty here. I can just go into my own defensive Lando, and this is either a free knockoff or, like, to remove his Scarf so that Starmie can beat it, or I can just knock off something else. Like, there's not really much of an issue going into that. As he misses Stone Edge, it's not going to come into play at all because this is just a free slow U-turn. And now the combination of Starmie and Sash Breloom and Metagross is just going to be too much. Lando too, like, he's left with just Dragonite. If it was Dragonance, that would be a threat, but he can't run Dragonance in this meta. I actually saved Staryu because it's the only thing faster than Serperior, just in case I might need it. You never know. But he ends up predicting me and predicting Metagross and clicking Earthquake anyway, which he had to. Like, he needed to try to make plays and hope I choked or something. So he just goes Serperior on the U-turn, free U-turn. I can just click Ice Beam, and then he's just left with Dragonite. And I have a Life Orb Staryu. Actually, Ice Beam doesn't kill. So Dragonite does take the first hit and lock itself into Outrage, which I'm assuming is some sort of Choice Banded set, but no matter, because Metagross is just going to come. I'm just going to skip turns because it's over. So, yeah, just a few games. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. I'm back. Yeah, bye.